So let's talk for a minute about William Jennings Bryan. Born in Salem, Illinois on March 19, 1860, he inherited an intense commitment to the Democratic Party and a fervent Protestant faith from his parents. He went to school at Illinois College in Jacksonville, as well as Union Law School in Chicago. He practiced law in Jacksonville for several years, where he married his wife, Mary Elizabeth Beard? Something? I don't know. He later moved to Nebraska in 1887 in hopes of launching a political career. Bryan was elected to Congress in both 1890 and 1892. He earned respect and influence for his skills as an orator, as well as his advocacy for bimetallism to prevent inflation. While the large corporations and monopolies of America supported only currency being backed by gold, Bryan and his free silver supporters believed in the use of
gold and silver, silver and gold. Wahoo!
At the age of 36, Bryan electrified the 1896 Democratic Convention with his most famous speech, The Cross of Gold.
Our silver Democrats went forth from victory unto victory, until they are now assembled, not to discuss, not to debate, but to heavy up the judgment already rendered by the plain people of this country.
He also argued against individually run banks and railroads. His advocacy of free silver later brought him the Populist Party's nomination. During the campaign, Bryan became the first candidate to unabashedly seek voter support. He traveled 18,000 miles by train and delivered hundreds of speeches, even in the smallest towns. His oratorical prowess earned him the nickname Boy Orator of the Platte. Despite this, Bryan lost the election to William McKinley, who had run on industrial growth and was supported by the large corporations.
And the winner is William McKinley!
After losing the election, he supported the Spanish-American War by enlisting in the Nebraska Military Regiment. He would later become a vocal critic of that conflict and the wave of imperialism it unleashed. In 1900, Bryan was nominated by the Democrats for a second time. He insisted upon campaigning again on the silver issue, which had passed its prime and cost him the support of many Eastern Party members. Needless to say, Bryan also lost this election to McKinley.
And the winner is again William McKinley! Wow!
In 1901, Bryan founded a weekly newspaper called The Commoner, which he published for 12 years. He also helped to ensure his popularity in Democratic circles by maintaining a busy public speaking schedule. In 1908, Bryan was nominated for a third time, but lost to William Howard Taft.
And the winner is not William Jennings Bryan, William Howard Taft!
Yeah, congrats! Come on down!
Realizing he would never be president, Bryan instead helped to engineer the nomination of Woodrow Wilson in 1912. This awarded him an appointment to Secretary of State. His most notable contribution during this time was the negotiation of arbitration treaties, which provided for a cooling-off period, as a way to avoid war. After leaving his position in 1914, Bryan remained active in a variety of causes, such as women's suffrage, a graduated federal income tax, prohibition, and the popular election of U.S. senators, which would later be enacted into law. In 1915, Bryan served as an associate counsel in the trial of John Scopes, a Tennessee instructor accused of teaching evolution in a public school. Bryan took the stand and ended up winning the case, but this got him a lot of hate from the public. He died less than a week later of
diabetes. Well, if you have diabetes, well, if you have diabetes, well, if you have diabetes.
Bryan was a sincerely decided public servant. He was a supporter of the people and fought vigorously against big corporations. Many of the political goals he tried to achieve in his lifetime ended up becoming laws. Although Bryan never did win the presidency, he became famous for his oratorical skills and will to help the common man.
And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. You can go the distance.